because I was hopeful to get pregnant and I wanted the extra support for the first trimester because that's where I had difficulty before in the first trimester holding that pregnant. We are pregnant. I'm 21 weeks already. So we got the green light, and that first month of trying, we were able to conceive. And so Marc provided me support throughout the first trimester, told me which supplements to slowly start weaning off of and what to increase. And
she was successful once she had the go-ahead. Like sometimes I ask members not to try for a period of time. I asked her not to try for a period of time. And then once we gave her the green light, she was able to conceive. But she wasn't out of the woods, right? We had to get past that first trimester because of her previous experience. So much of her success was laying the foundation and following through with my recommendations prior to trying. And that really makes a huge difference, or can make a huge difference for so many members.
And so it's just been good to have that extra support.
Yeah, for me, we love to be able to support everyone up until they get pregnant and throughout the pregnancy, although obviously we do that differently. And then just like she mentioned, it wasn't just about getting to that point. Then we modify the plan because now she's pregnant and we have to adjust things to account for that. So each stage of the game, modifications happen and we have to make adjustments. It's not always a linear path to the goal, to the ultimate goal. Sometimes there's a bump up, a progress, and then we plateau a little bit before we take that next leap. Each case is different. But in wrapping up and kind of building from what Bianca was saying, the first thing that I wanted to make sure of in her situation was that her menstrual cycle was on point and regular and consistent and predictable, and ovulation, and that she could track all of those things with the signs and symptoms that were at play for her. So that was the first piece, and we did that before her plan, right before I got her plan, while we were working to that moment in time. The next thing, as reading your body's signs and symptoms, is being able to understand what your body is telling you. So not just in terms of fatigue or sleep or exercise or whatnot, but listening to our body's signs and symptoms beyond that. In her case, one of the things I wanted to make sure of was that she was ovulating regularly and that she knew that she was ovulating. So one of the ways that we can know that we're ovulating is through cervical mucus.